In today's competitive business environment, all kinds of manufacturers seek ways to improve their products and processes to streamline operations, drive out inefficiencies, and reduce costs. For Autoliv, maker of automotive airbags, steering wheels, and safety equipment, the drive to make the highest quality products possible is at the heart of its operations. Data are collected on every aspect of its operations to help company managers ensure that quality is part of the design. In Autoliv's molding plant in Ogden, Utah, for example, injection molded steering wheel covers are manufactured according to customer design specifications. Automakers around the globe work with Autoliv designers and engineers to create the molds required to form the custom steering wheel parts. To make the specified covers, plastic beads are pumped into the machine where they are fed to injectors that fill the mold cavities. Some machines have a single cavity, others have two that fill simultaneously, essentially doubling production. As soon as the molded part is ready, it drops onto a conveyor to a visual inspection and packing point next to the machine. Each production day, samples from each machine are sent for testing in Autoliv's testing lab. Sample sizes vary and are determined by each automotive customer. In the lab, each part is tested for compliance with design specifications, weight, tear seam thickness, gloss, and color. The collected data are recorded and charted. Extensive data collection can be costly, however. For Autoliv, dedicated testing facilities and specially trained employees are needed. And once parts are analyzed in a destructive test, they're unusable and have to be scrapped. Yet the data collection and charting are critical to making sure the molding process produces parts that stay within prescribed specifications.
The importance of data collection comes to speaking to the characteristics of the product you produce. A lot of times people have experience and opinions and ideas, but data contain the information and they cut right to the heart of the matter.
Recently, the data collected from the injection molding process were examined at the request of the plant manager. He didn't have a specific production issue in mind, but instead was interested in focusing attention on making incremental improvements in quality and the production process itself. Yet when the reliability team at the plant analyzed the quality lab's data, an interesting pattern emerged. The two-cavity injection molding machine was producing seemingly identical steering wheel covers, but with different weights. Without collecting data on weights and plotting the values, this problem would not have been detected. Such a discovery is a eureka moment.
It's said that a carefully constructed graph almost analyzes itself. So when we took the weight data and put them in the context of time and also in the context of some of the other variables we collected, you begin to see differences that just intuitively you see, oh look, there's a difference between the mold section these parts came from, called cavity. And that's the eureka moment. Wow, there it is.
Without data collection and graphing, detecting that the process was moving off the target weight specification would be impossible. Because weight is a key metric and the first indicator of other potential problems with steering wheel covers, it is critical that Autoliv find any process deviation from target as soon as possible. A simple visual inspection of the molded components would not have been enough to reveal this problem.
Many times when we have data, we try different types of charts, different types of analysis, because they will give us different insights. When we look at histograms, it will tell us the spread of the data. That will help us understand, okay, how wide will the data vary just in the normal process. We also try to break it up into different known variables, such as the cavity, and that will help us to know, does this variable have an effect on the output, or is it all just kind of the same randomness, no matter what setting the variable's at.
When the graphical data were examined, designers and engineers were able to immediately focus on the source of the process problem, a difference in the actual molding cavity tooling for the two-cavity machine. After making adjustments, data collection and graphing continues.
We do have ongoing data collection. That's part of the daily samples required by the customer. Also, as a manufacturer, you want to know that your process is staying in the same place. One of the biggest contributions of statistics to this, I believe, is the continuous improvement and the removal of variability in the process. So by looking day to day, time after time, watching for clues, we can make these incremental adjustments and improvements to constantly strive to make the process better.